Oh my gosh, Happy New Year! Okay, I am so happy to be here with you. As you can see, we are starting off this video on the porch. It is a beautiful day here in the Low Country. So you're gonna hear children laughing. You're gonna hear probably some lawn stuff because all the neighbors are out, but it's gorgeous. And as you can see, I've got a lot of stuff to catch up on. That's right. Usually by this time, January 10th, I have, you know, packed and put away all this stuff, but not this year because if you did not see my post, we started the new year off with a little bit of an emergency, which we're fixing to get into. But before we do, I want you to know everything is okay because I don't want to scare anybody or there to be any anxiety. But that is why I am behind on a lot of things. And it's actually pretty cool now that everything is okay to tell you this, but the idea for this video I had before the incident, and so it kind of all ties in together. So that all worked out. But the good news is Jada is okay. So let's get into it. We started off the new year with Jada being in the hospital. Yes. Luckily, we were home. When I mean we, I mean myself, because you guys know I'm a lunch lady, so I was home from school. I actually had my little nephew over and my husband was home. Jada had gone earlier that day to get her nails done, and then she came home. She was supposed to go to work, but she had time to use or lose, and so she chose to use that time, and so she ended up having the rest of the day off from work. So she was home upstairs and she had decided to come downstairs for a drink, and she missed her step, you guys, on the stairs. Please be careful if you have stairs. She misstepped and she tumbled down her stairs. And she had to go to the hospital, and she actually had to stay in the hospital for a couple of days. So good news is, miraculously, no broken bones, no internal injuries. She was just very sore, very banged up. And she did stay in the hospital, like I said, for a couple of days because her spine was, if I understand correctly, she was in a little bit of like a shock. Her spine was in like, so she was having some, how do you say it, like neurological symptoms. And so, but all is good. So, but as you can see, we are getting back into the swing of things. So the important thing is she is feeling great now. So that's, truthfully, you guys, that's all that matters, right? So where to begin? That's why I wanted to make this video. It is all about you. Yes, you. Because as we're starting this year, I just want you to know how important you are and the huge difference and impact that you make, not only in my life, but the lives around you and your own life. Because, you know, when I was younger, a lot younger, I used to think that to make a huge difference or a huge impact, you had to be famous or in the headlines, or you had to be this really well educated human being, which we all know I am not. And you know, it's funny because working in the cafeteria, I'll even hear the kids as they're waiting on their food, you know, they're checking out, and they'll talk about, well, did you see he has this many followers, you know? Yeah, like, you know, I used to think you had to have this amazing, huge following, right? No. Impact and the difference in it is it's quiet. That's what I'm learning in my 50s, is that it's quiet. I think most of us wake up and we're just trying to figure out what we're going to get done that day or how we're going to even get through the day, right? I don't think a lot of us wake up every day realizing just how powerful we are. Do you? And the reason why I'm asking you that is because I was thinking about that with the EMT that helped us when Jada had to go to the hospital. I was wondering if he knew just how powerful he was. And not just because he works on emergencies. No, it was more than that. Like after he got us to the hospital and then he left to go attend other emergencies and he came back, you guys, he would check on us. He would make Jada laugh. In the ambulance, when internally I'm a little frantic about things, he was the calm. I cannot tell you how much of a difference he made in our lives in that short period of time. He had so much power in his personality and in his ability to make us calm and just, I don't know, does this make sense? Am I rambling? And so I just want you to know the huge impact that you have, because I don't think you think about, it's the little moments, the moments where maybe you don't feel like staying, but you do. Maybe it was a sentence that you said. Maybe you're a turning point, or you have been a turning point for someone without them ever saying a word. Have you thought about that? Like when you show kindness, when sometimes it's not convenient, because we've all been there, right? That's what I'm talking about. So I just want to share with y'all how powerful you are, how powerful I am, each and every one of us, every single day. Oh my gosh, where do I even start? You guys know I started this channel, like actively making videos in June of 2024, right? I had no idea that I would grow to where I am right now. And I am so grateful. I mean, I had hoped that it would grow, but you know, you just don't know sometimes about things, right? And I cannot tell you the impact that you have had on my life on this channel. I mean, I absolutely love YouTube, but that's not to say that sometimes I don't have hard days on here. In fact, you guys have seen them. Your comments are always proof of that. When I've had my good times on here, when my channel is growing, and I've had decor or like Mom's Cottage on here, your words of support and your kindness have just lifted us up. When I lost Grandma and Gilly, your words carried me. Not for days, not for weeks, I mean months. And for that, I am forever grateful. And then when I feel like I'm making good videos and you guys like them and you let me know, I mean, that just carries me too, right? And then I can't tell you how many times I'm always going to push on here. I'm always going to make videos. I want y'all to know that. I'm not going to quit that. I love making videos and I'm always going to push. But sometimes being a content creator, it is quite difficult because sometimes your numbers will go way down, way up for no reason. And you get frustrated, right? So I can't tell you how many times without you realizing it that you have commented on one of my videos when I had like 7 days of, oh my gosh, should I rethink this? Am I not really all that good at it? And then one of you pops in there and says, Tracy, I really enjoy your videos. They're very calming and soothing. Boom. That's what I needed to hear at that time. The power of you. So I just want you to know, anytime you comment on this channel, I pay attention. I want you to know that I have lived long enough to see that one decision echoes, and that you can shift someone's life. You can shift many lives. In fact, I want to share with you a couple of my experiences. One that I've witnessed and I watch, and I'm just in awe of it. And then one that shifted my life so much, it completely took me off of the path that I was on. The power that you have. Do you see what I'm saying? So you guys have all met my dad and my stepmom on here, but she is mom to me, because if you missed that video, my parents divorced when I was very young. My dad and my stepmom that you have seen on here, they have been married. They just celebrated 40 years together, but they were together for years before that. So I was wee little. So she is mom to me. Now, you guys need to meet my mom and stepdad. I cannot wait. That is going to happen within the next week or so. I am going to make that happen. And the reason why it hasn't happened is because they can run circles around me. They have been so busy. They are in their 70s and 80s, and they are raising, currently and have been, my sister's, one of my sister's kids. Yep. Yep. And let me tell you, it is inspirational. I cannot wait for you guys to meet them. And that is where I have seen the power of faith and love, extraordinary just support. Oh, I just cannot wait for you to meet them. But one decision, I mean, it's affected all of their lives. You know, their lives, my nephew's lives, our lives. I also want to use this video because I wanted to share with you something, and I wasn't sure how to share it with you, so I'm going to share it with you now, because it is on the topic of the power of you and the decisions that you make. Years ago, before marriage, before children, when I was young, I think I was a freshman or maybe a sophomore in high school. I can't remember. I took some modeling classes. You guys, I was hooked. Loved it. Whoa. I knew what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. I was going to model. Now, you have to remember, this is back when the supermodels were happening, right? I mean, I had all the pictures on my walls. And I did. You guys, I chased that dream. I was making it happen. I did all the right things, and it started to take off. I was living on the other side of the world, living my best life. I've never felt safer, more confident. I mean, I'm over there, I'm modeling, things are happening. I find out I have to finish up my contract, which I had 2 weeks on. So I signed a 2-month contract, 2 weeks to finish up. Then the plan was I was going to come home for a week, rest up, and then go to Paris and model there. Yes, an agency was taking me in Paris. None of that happened. The power, the shift. Okay. I'm trying to word this correctly because I don't want anyone to misunderstand what I'm saying, because I have no issues with it. In fact, I rarely think about it, to be honest with you. But this is my own personal journey, because I think maybe I dealt with it right away. And forgiveness. But anyway, what happened was I had 2 weeks left on my contract. I had an intruder in my apartment. Someone, to my knowledge, that I had never even said hello to. Changed my world completely. Changed the lives of everyone around me. That is powerful, right? And that was one person. So I want you to be aware of the power that you have. Not just the power that others have, but the power that you have. Because through kindness, through forgiveness, through faith, when you choose those things, when you choose faith over fear and forgiveness over blaming, your life is quite extraordinary. And that's where I am. I wanted to share that story with you because I was trying to decide how to tell you that that had happened. But like I said, I never think about it. I'm reminded of it. I don't know if you guys can see, but above my left eye, let me see if I can come in. Right here, I have a scar from where his knife nicked me. Yep. But other than that, I would never want that to happen to anybody. I would never want it to happen again. But I am who I am because I went through all those things. So I just want you to know the power that you have, to use it for good, to think about your words. This is going to be hopefully your best year yet. And yeah. So if you ever wonder if what you do counts, I'm living proof of that. All right. I'll see you in the next video.